Expelled lawmaker Arnolfo Teves Jr. expresses hope that the resolution of his murder cases will be expedited. In a press conference on Friday, May 30, Teves faces the media after he was deported from Timor-Leste on Thursday, May 29. According to Teves, he is somewhat glad that his return to the country allows him to now address the charges filed against him. However, Teves reveals his request to the courts handling his case.
Sana mabilis yung kaso, dahil sa totoo lang kung tatrabahoin talaga yung kaso, sandali lang matapos kung ano. So yun lang yung ano. Anyway, I trust my lawyers very well, and I know my conscience is clear. So ang sa akin lang, sana lang mabilis yung proseso para matapos na. Diba?
Teves is facing multiple counts of murder and frustrated murder under the revised penal code. He has been charged with the killing of Negros Oriental Governor Roel Digamo in 2023. When asked if he is ready to face Digamo's wife, Negros Oriental 3rd District Representative-elect Janice Digamo, Teves says he is ready to face anybody. Teves also discloses that he chose to stay in Timor-Leste due to his fear for his life.
I will be very consistent. Even our pleadings in court, even now, still have, but of course, here I feel safer with the NBI because pasalamat ako kay Director at sa lahat ng staff ng NBI na maganda yung pagtrato nila sa akin mula nung pagkuha sa akin hanggang ngayon. So, my concern is really my life, my security.
Teves arrived at the Villamor Air Base on Thursday evening. He is now detained in the New Bilibid prison under the custody of the National Bureau of Investigation. The government of Timor-Leste set several conditions before proceeding with the deportation of expelled lawmaker Arnolfo Teves Jr. In a press conference on Friday, May 30, NBI Director Jaime Santiago discloses that during the turnover of Teves to the Philippine government on Thursday, May 29, the Timorese immigration authorities first presented their conditions. These conditions include that Teves should not face an irreducible life imprisonment, and Teves' actual imprisonment should not exceed to 40 years. The Timor-Leste government also asked that there shall be no death penalty applied to Teves and that he shall be protected from torture, inhuman, or degrading treatment. Furthermore, the conditions also include that Teves shall be given his rights to access medical and legal services and that a fair trial must be given to him. It also adds that Teves' prosecution shall be solely for criminal justice matter and should not be politically motivated. According to Santiago, the conditions set by the Timorese government are already part of the Philippine government's laws. Santiago also guarantees that the NBI accorded Teves his rights. Teves arrived in the country on Thursday evening. He was immediately brought to the NBI for medical and booking procedures. Teves is now under the custody of NBI in its detention facility in the New Bilibid prison. He is facing multiple counts of murder and frustrated murder under the revised penal code. He is the prime suspect with the 2023 killing of Negros Oriental Governor Roel Digamo. Senate President Pro Tempore Jinggoy Estrada is dismissing rumors that the impeachment trial of Vice President Sara Duterte will no longer push through. Estrada responds to former Senator Leila de Lima's recent statement that she had heard rumors that the impeachment trial of Vice President Duterte would no longer move forward and was deemed dead on arrival due to the anticipated lack of votes. However, Estrada dismisses de Lima's pronouncements, describing it as a grandstanding act. According to Estrada, the Senate is not going to abandon its constitutional duty to hear the impeachment case against the Vice President. Senate President Chis Escudero has moved the presentation of the articles of impeachment against Duterte from June 2 to June 11. Escudero explained that the change of schedule was made to allow the Senate to tackle priority legislative measures before the 19th Congress adjourns. Estrada believes that it is possible for the Senate to handle priority bills and the impeachment trial at the same time. Estrada says the impeachment is still a priority since it is the Senate's responsibility to act as an impeachment court. Outgoing Philippine National Police Chief General Marbil maintains that President Bongbong Marcos chose the nation's next top cop, Major General Nicolas Torre III, for his leadership skills. Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin on Thursday, May 29, announced Torre's appointment as the next PNP chief. In an interview, Marbil emphasizes that Torre is capable to lead the PNP.
Si Nick is magaling. Maybe nakita niya na ito yung kailangan natin for this event. Hindi siya as a reward because capable naman yung tao talaga. Magaling si Nick. He can decide. He can do. So yun sasabi ko, partly, but mostly because of the leadership. Yun ang leadership na kailangan natin ngayon. And I guess it's a good decision na ginawa ng Presidente natin.
Marbil was then asked if Torre's appointment was a reward for arresting former President Rodrigo Duterte. Marbil says,
It's the prerogative of the President, but ang sabi ko lang, magaling po yung tao. It's pagka nandito ka sa Chief PNP, hindi yung anong na-contribute mo how you will lead the big organization. And I guess it's one factor na nakita ng Presidente natin na General Torre can lead the Philippine National Police, the 232,000 Philippine National Police.
Tori is currently the PNP Criminal Investigation and Detection Group Director. He was the ground commander of the police team that served the International Criminal Police Organization warrant to arrest former President Duterte last March. Marbil is set to retire on June 7. The turnover of the PNP commander from Marbil to Torre will be on June 2. Pagasa announces the beginning of the southwest monsoon or Habagat season in the Philippines. In a statement, the State Weather Bureau says the recent weather analysis over the past several days has shown the persistence of low-level southwesterly winds over the western section of Luzon and the frontal system over extreme northern Luzon. According to Pagasa, these developments indicate the beginning of the southwest monsoon in the Philippines. It adds that occasional to frequent rains and thunderstorms are expected, particularly over the western sections of the country as the Habagat becomes more dominant. Because of this, Pagasa says the development may lead to the possible onset of the rainy season within the next 2 weeks. However, Pagasa emphasizes that periods of monsoon breaks may also occur.